go like this.
Hello everyone, Zachman18 here. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney on the 3DS. We are heading in to probably the most epic part of the game. It's the witch trial. The final witch trial is here. It's Chapter 8. This is it. The trial of the Great Witch, Bezella, and the last of these witch trials. After this, it's all over. Meanwhile, my client has checked out completely. It's like she's hypnotized. Aspella, what the heck is going on? They even put up a special courtroom outside in the town square to house the massive audience. This is the big one. Looks like we've got no choice but to hang in there until the professor gets here with that final clue. Alright, let's do this, Maya. I'm really excited. The menu even changed for the outside court, which is really cool. It's just another great thing about this.
As scheduled,
here we go.
the trial of Aspella Cantabella shall commence forthwith. Knights of the court, are you ready now to cross your swords of justice?
I know I am. Oh boy, we got Darklaw, which we're suspecting of being Bezella, from what we've been.
The Knights of the Inquisition have spent countless years trying to track down the elusive Great Witch. The secret of her identity shall finally be brought to light in this very court. All those present, pay attention, so that the truth may be burned into your memory. Today, the legend of the Great Witch shall become a closed chapter in the history of Labyrinthia.
Yeah, I wonder how many people are here. This must be crazy. It's like everyone just like outside.
The atmosphere with a knife. It's so loaded, but at the same time, oddly subdued.
Alright, first things first, I'm just gonna do some camera checking here.
And now, the whole truth shall be revealed to all. The moon, eye of the night, shall bear witness to that. Don't you agree, Defender?
Your Honor, the defense is ready.
How regrettable. I see you won't allow yourself to be provoked.
You may now begin your opening statement, High Inquisitor Darklaw.
Thank you. People of Labyrinthia, the story has ended. Its end has been sealed through the storyteller's death. The one who put an end to the life of the storyteller and to the story which governed our lives was the Great Witch Bezella, a foul embodiment of evil who has long been lurking among us, concealed deep within the consciousness of a certain girl. I'm sure you are all aware of her name. I refer, of course, to Aspella Cantabella.
Today at dusk, a tragedy unfolded right in front of us all. A giant fire dragon descended into the town square, devouring the storyteller. 'Twas a nightmarish vision that we shall never be able to forget. That fearsome fire beast of which we had only heard tell through legend returned at the hand of the Great Witch.
Indeed, it was just as in the illustrations of the legendary fire.
And the girl within whose heart lies the Great Witch herself has committed her final and most heinous crime. The crime of patricide. May this trial serve as an offering. An offering to the storyteller who can be with us no longer.
Thank you, High Inquisitor. The Inquisition may now begin proceedings.
As I have said, this unthinkable crime took place in the town square within plain sight of all Labyrinthians. Everyone is a witness. Surely there could be no need for a formal interrogation.
You can't say that.
I suggest you mind your temper, Defender. In a few moments you'll have no option but to accept the truth, once we hear from the very mouth of the accused.
From Aspella?
The Inquisition hereby demands that the accused Aspella Cantabella testify about her crime. Or rather, that she confess to it.
The Inquisition's request shall be granted. Bring Aspella Cantabella down to the witness stand.
This is it, the last trial. In all likelihood, Aspella will admit to the charges. I have only one chance to break whatever spell she's under. When she testifies, there are bound to be some clues to the truth in there. Oh boy. She looks out of it. Now that you're here, witness, state your name and tell us your real name as well.
My name is Isabella Cantabella, but I have another name too, Bezella.
Oh god. It's like she's brainwashed. What do you guys think? Do you think she's brainwashed?
Order! Order in the court! Then you really do admit that you are the Great Witch. You openly concede that you are Bezella herself, the cause of all evil and destruction.
Yes. Or sorry.
Yes, I knew it. I knew it. We're done. She's Bezella. How terrifying. I mean, she killed her own father. How dare she kill our beloved storyteller? We don't want a trial. We want to see her burn.
The Inquisition was right. The accused herself has spoken. It would seem there is no need for an interrogation.
I assure you there is none. The only possible verdict has been clear to everyone from the very beginning. Here we go. We're just getting started. Oh god, my...
Let's hear Spella's, the accused sides of the story. Magic exists in this world, right? So if you think about it, a spell could be under the influence of a spell too.
What I would like to know is just who in the world are you, young knight?
Oh, me?
How to put it? I feel as if we met somewhere before. It was, where was it again?
Oh, we haven't. It's just your imagination, Your Honor. I mean, my lord. As for who I am, I'm with Sir Blue Knight. Not in a romantic way, of course.
Is this a friend of yours, Defender?
Yes, and, don't comment on the helmet, please. She really wouldn't like to have her face seen. How can I put this gently? It's not something you'd want to look at.
What are you talking about? You make it sound like there's a problem with my face.
I can assure you we have no interest in your face, miss. Although I do wonder where you acquired that particular helm.
Why's that?
A helm of that ilk is not something you can simply purchase from a street stall.
Well, I found it in the forest. Finders keepers, you know.
What are you doing, Maya? You promised me you wouldn't draw any attention.
Sorry, Nick. I lost it a bit.
Well, anyway, the defense's opinion is as follows. We should hear the defendant's testimony before coming to a verdict. There may be some things that even she isn't aware of. How amusing. As this is to be the last witch trial ever held, perhaps it is only fitting that we cross swords before you accept your defeat.
I agree. Thus the accused herself will now testify. Miss Cantabella, tell the court of your involvement in this incident.
Alright. Take off my jacket for this. It's time to get started. Alright, here we go.
I finally realized that Bezella has been lying dormant within me. Once evening fell and the rain ceased. I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower and awaited the parade. I waited for my father's speech to end and then I summoned the fire dragon. I don't know why I killed my father.
Oh, she's out of control. Okay. So let's take a look at some evidence here. Flower-covered robe found at the crime scene of the bell tower. Flower hair stuck to 3 silk patches. Mechanism... Okay. Vigilantes report the bell tower was constantly guarded and there were no trespassers. It said it was guarded, then how did she get up there? That doesn't make sense to me.
That was a very unusual testimony. When you used magic against your father, were you doing so as a spell of Cantabella or as the Great Witch Bezella?
The most fascinating query, however, it matters not. The Inquisition is
ingenuously solved the query by disregarding it.
What matters is that Bezella exists within this girl. Being a witch is a crime. Such a fundamental rule will always hold. In this girl here is not just any witch. She is the Great Witch. Bella has admitted the charge. I'm sorry, I got hiccups now. I think I got water with me. Hold on. Okay, just as I suspected. I just have to hope I can find some contradictions in her testimony. If I don't, we can kiss this trial goodbye.
The defense may begin the interrogation.
Defender, steady your sword of justice. Should I see a waver or point in the wrong direction, I will not hesitate to cut down your arguments and end this interrogation. You had better keep that in mind. Alright, we just gotta stay focused here, guys. We do not want to lose our five lives in this. But I do definitely think that is suspicious, so I think that's a pretty easy one to start off with. Oh wait, which statement was it? And then I summoned the fire dragon. No. I come with the one that says, yeah, how did you get up there when it was guarded? Objection! Vigilantes were guarding the bell tower all day. Is that the Vigilantes report?
Indeed, and according to this, the Vigilantes have been constantly guarding the entrance to the bell tower ever since it appeared.
However, there was nothing about Espella going up the tower in their report. Oh, okay. Well, the thing was, that, yeah, it was constantly guarded, so they obviously would have seen her. Your memory must have failed you. That girl is a witch, the Great Witch at that. It's only natural to assume that she used something akin to invisibility magic. Isn't that so, Witness?
Yes, I used an invisibility spell to enter the tower unnoticed.
Objection!
Even magic follows certain rules in this world. Witches need to be holding a Talea Magica in order to use magic. I'm trying to figure out how to say that. And you weren't in possession of one at the time!
Objection!
How horrifying your ignorance is.
Excuse me?
Did you honestly think the difference between a regular witch and the Great Witch was in name alone? The Great Witch, unlike other witches, can command any magic she desires without the use of a witch's scepter.
Objection!
That's news to me!
Every labyrinthian should know about that.
A witch's scepter can hold only two magic gems at once. Whoever heard of a Great Witch that could only use 2 spells?
Ah!
Yeah, I don't know.
Order. Order.
In any case, is she convinced you that the accused entered the tower?
This is a sketch showing footprints.
It was raining before the parade reached the town square. Obviously, if you walk through muddy streets before climbing up on a staircase, you will inevitably leave footprints on the steps. This sketch shows that there were indeed muddy footprints present on the bell tower stairs, and since you'd no doubt be quick to ask, I can tell you that they match the sole of the accused's shoes. It's certain that the accused climbed at the bell tower after the rain had fallen.
Very well, the court accepts this sketch as evidence.
I almost pity you, Defender. The evidence you threw in our faces with such verve was sadly useless.
Indeed, it would seem there was no problems with the testimony after all. Let us not waste time. If you could carry on with the interrogation.
That is if the defender hasn't run out of ideas yet.
The judge seems really ready to announce the verdict any second now. I've got to find a flaw in her testimony and fast. I need a solid lead in this case. Alright. So let's just go ahead and start pressing her, I guess. You say you finally realized?
Yes, I've always had a feeling, but my memory's rather hazy. I've always felt as though I'm not who I think I am, and that I've forgotten something very important.
Incidentally, when did you become aware of Azella's presence within you?
It was when I went to the Great Archive with Mr. Layton and Luke.
Sorry, guys.
Ever since I saw the mirror depicting Azella, I started having strange flashbacks. I saw things from the distant past, memories of the legendary fire.
The legendary fire?
I saw it. I was there when it happened. I saw the town consumed by flames.
You couldn't have. That's impossible. The legendary fire occurred over 100 years ago, and there were no survivors.
Yes, I know that, but it's true. I remember it happening. Because I'm Azella.
Hold it!
No, you're not. But the vigilantes that were guarding the entrance didn't see you.
Obviously that would be because she used an invisibility spell.
Yes, that's true.
Espella, do you have a clear recollection of using such a spell?
I don't, but I left footprints on the stairs, so I think it's pretty clear that I must have.
What's clear is the evidence. There can be no room for doubt.
Really, Darklaw, I'd say it's pretty clear that we don't have all the facts yet. Anyway, I better try a different approach.
Hold it!
You summoned the fire dragon with that spell Grandworm, right?
Yes, that's the one. Although I won't say it now, I'm sure something terrible would happen if I did.
That's fine, absolutely fine. No need to prove that statement. In fact, the court forbids you to prove it.
Of course I won't say it.
There's something strange about this statement. And I think I know exactly what was bothering me about it. She used that dragon summoning spell, but she didn't have a witch's scepter.
The Great Witch can use all spells without using a scepter, right? I mean, that's a little too overpowered, don't you think?
That's probably what makes the Great Witch, well, great. She'd be a pretty sorry Great Witch if she could only use 2 spells.
Uh-huh, yeah, I guess so.
Continue the interrogation.
Hold it!
That may be because you didn't kill him.
It's useless, Defender. Witness who killed the storyteller.
It was me. I summoned the fire dragon. I killed him.
Alright, this is getting ridiculous. We'll be back.
Let's go.